Hello, these are instructions for students on how to enter course requests. Log into your SIS account and you'll see right in the middle navigation between Assignment Center and Resource Board course requests. You're going to click there and you're going to see a list of course requests that you've already made or that have already been approved, and I'll explain all that. In this example, we are showing a student with fake course requests that have already been, some of them have already been put in. So note that you need to do your course requests for all 3 trimesters, and you need to use this drop-down menu here to switch between trimesters to put in your course requests for all 3 trimesters. So we'll begin with the first trimester, and this list over here shows you all the courses that you've already requested. Note that this window here has its own scroll bar within the larger Windows scroll bar, so that may, just in terms of your own navigation, you may come up against that at one time or another. Courses listed here. If they have been approved by your advisor, they'll have a check mark. If they were required, like English 9 for 9th graders, then instead of a check mark, you'll see a little lock here, which means that you can't remove that course request. Any course that you've requested that you do have the ability to remove will have the little X, and any courses that have been recommended for you, you can see at the bottom of this little window by either scrolling down or clicking once or twice on that R at the top, and you can see what's been recommended. To request any of the recommended courses, just hit the plus button and the course will jump into the requested course list above. So now AP Biology is here. If we were to remove it, it wouldn't be gone from our recommended courses. It would just jump down and still be back here below. To see courses that you want to request in a particular trimester in a particular department, you just need to click on the department name on the left. This will show you the names of the courses. It'll show you if there are any prerequisites. It'll show you the length, so 3 trimesters means a year long, 2 trimesters is a 2-trimester course. And if you've completed a course already, it will show you that here. The trimester length also corresponds to the credits earned. Similarly, if you want to know more about the course, you can click on the course name, and this will show you, expand a course description of the course. To request the course, you're just going to hit the request button here. This will tell you, for instance, in this example, that you have not satisfied the prerequisites. You could still confirm your request, or you can say, oh, that wasn't really what I wanted to do. I'm going to click out of there and I don't really want to request that course. Usually, if a course has a prerequisite, quite often it'll also be recommended for you if you're supposed to be taking it. But if you want to take a course that you haven't been recommended for and that has a prerequisite, you just need to speak to the instructor or the department chair and ask them for approval. To remove any requests that you've already made, you're simply either going to remove it here, click this button, or you're going to remove it here, click the X, and it'll come off the list of courses that you've requested. In order to set preferences, which you generally will do for trimester-long courses, arts, English electives in the upper grades, and senior seminar in the senior year, you're going to click on the little note icon, and that'll open up a little window. And the very first thing you type there has to be a number. If you type anything other than a number, when we export your course requests, we won't necessarily know what your preferences are. Please note that 1 means that is your top choice, and so on. 2 would be your second choice. And then after put in the number 2, right at the beginning, you can add any other text that you want to add in. A few other things to note. Over here, when you expand visual arts or expand English, you might see lots of courses that are actually not offered to your grade level. So it's easy in English to see that, well, English 9 and English 10 are not offered to seniors, for instance. But it's a little more confusing with the arts to see what is offered for your grade level. In that case, you want to consult the course requests worksheet, which has been passed out to the advisors and the advisees and is also available online. That worksheet has a listing of all the trimester-long courses available for each grade. A few things that we're not using, so just don't get distracted by these features. This credits list, a number over here, isn't going to be calculating credits exactly the way that we would, so don't use it to determine whether or not you've requested enough courses. Similarly, if you happen to click on this little arrow here, you'll see a feature for alternate courses, which we are not using, and you do not need to use it and should not use it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask your advisor or come see a member of the technology department.